There's something you need to understand about women, especially the one who walked away from you. She doesn't hate you. She isn't over you. And no matter what she posts on Instagram or tells her friends, she's still thinking about you when the lights go out. But she won't text you first, and you're sitting there wondering, if she misses me, why hasn't she said anything? Simple, because silence in her world isn't weakness. It's control. It's power. It's ego. This is where most men mess up. They break no contact. They reach out too soon. They try to fix what needs to breathe, and in doing so, they lose everything. What she's doing isn't rejection, it's a test. And if you don't pass it, you'll never hear from her again. So let me break this down for you, step by step. Not with flowers and sweet words, but with the brutal truth most guys can't handle. Because once you understand why she can't text you first, you'll understand exactly how to win back your power and maybe even her. Part 1. The silence that drives her crazy. She's staring at her phone again. It's 2:14 a.m. The room is dark, but the blue light from the screen flickers on her face. Her thumb hovers over your name in the chat. She types, "Hey," then deletes it. Types again, deletes, locks the phone, unlocks it, scrolls your photos, closes the app, then opens it again. She's dying to talk to you, but she won't. Not because she doesn't want to, but because she can't, not without losing something more important to her than even you right now. Her pride? You see, when a woman walks away or pushes you away, she needs to believe she was right to do so. Her ego depends on it. Her friends back her up. You deserve better, they said. She agreed. Maybe she even half believed it. But now, it's too quiet, and your silence? It's deafening. She expected you to chase, to beg, to break, to text something dumb at 2 a.m., but you didn't. You stayed still. You disappeared. And now she's stuck in the one thing she didn't plan for, your absence. This isn't about games. It's about gravity. The more you pull back, the more she feels the void. And the truth is that silence is doing what your words never could. It's making her wonder. It's making her regret. But here's the twisted part. She still won't text you first, not yet. Maybe not ever, because that would mean she was wrong, that she misjudged you, that you mattered more than her ego let her admit, and that is terrifying to her. Part 2. Why her ego won't let her reach out first. Let's get something straight. When a woman walks away, it's rarely because she stopped caring. It's because, in that moment, she needed to prove something, to herself, to her friends, maybe even to you, that she's strong, that she's in control, that she won't tolerate certain behavior, and whether or not that reason was valid, it gave her power. But here's the thing about power. It's fragile when it's rooted in emotion. If she texts you first, she risks undoing all the justification she built around leaving you. She risks hearing something that confirms her fears, that you've moved on, that you don't miss her, or worse, that you never cared. So instead, she clings to silence like it's armor. She's hoping you'll break first. Because if you do, she wins. She gets the closure, the validation, the upper hand. But when you don't, when you stay calm, still, and focused on yourself, that ego she thought was uncheckable starts to crack. This is the internal war she faces. Her heart wants to reach out. Her pride demands silence. Her curiosity is killing her. Her fear tells her, don't do it. He might not respond. And that fear? It's paralyzing. So don't be surprised when she goes quiet. Don't take it as indifference. Take it for what it really is, a battle between her ego and her emotion, and right now, Ego is winning. But not forever. Part 3. How nitrogen monoxide contact turns the tables on her. You've heard of no contact, but most men misunderstand it. They think it's about ignoring her, about playing cold, about pretending not to care. It's not. No contact isn't a game. It's a reset button. It's about removing your presence so she can feel your absence, deeply, fully, undeniably. See, as long as you're still texting, liking her posts, checking in, she doesn't have to miss you. She doesn't feel the loss. You're still there, convenient, predictable ... But the moment you go silent, that's when reality hits. Now she starts to wonder. Why hasn't he reached out? Is he over me? Is he talking to someone else? Did I make a mistake? And the longer you stay quiet, the louder those questions become in her head. No contact works not because it punishes her, but because it forces her to feel. And sometimes, feeling your absence is the only thing that makes her realize your worth. But here's the twist most men don't expect. She won't break quickly. In fact, she might double down. Post stories, laugh harder. Pretend she's moved on. And that's exactly when you need to stay calm, because that's not strength. It's defense. The storm is coming, but it starts inside her. And when she finally texts, if she texts, it won't be just to say hi. It'll be because the silence got too loud and she couldn't take it anymore. That's when the power shifts. That's when she realizes you're not the one chasing anymore. You're the one who changed the game. Part 4. What she's secretly hoping you'll do. She won't say it. She won't text it. But deep down, she's hoping you'll break. Not because she wants to talk, but because she wants to know you still care. See, women often walk away with a silent test in mind. If he really loves me, he'll come after me. If I mean something to him, he won't let me go. But here's the catch. If you do reach out too soon, too desperate, too emotional, she gets her answer. And often, that answer confirms her power, not your value. Because what she's really hoping, in that deep, insecure place she doesn't talk about, is this: she wants to know you miss her. But she doesn't want to be vulnerable enough to ask. She wants to feel desired. But without putting herself on the line, she wants to feel chosen without risking rejection. So what she's secretly hoping you'll do? She wants you to chase, but only when she's ready. She wants you to validate her without confronting her ego. And when you don't, when you hold your ground, when you choose peace over chasing, it shakes her. Because now she doesn't just question you. She questions herself. Did I push away someone real? Did I just test a man who passed by walking away? What if he never comes back? And those questions, they echo louder in silence. No words. No message. Just distance. And in that space, she starts to feel the very thing she was afraid of. Loss. Part 5. Why staying silent makes you mysterious and powerful. Here's a truth no one talks about. Mystery creates desire. The moment she doesn't know what you're thinking, she starts thinking about you. See, when you were always available, always responding, always showing emotion, she didn't have to wonder. You were predictable. And predictability, it kills attraction. But silence is powerful. Because silence makes her fill in the blanks. And the human mind hates blanks. So she starts imagining, what is he doing now? Does he miss me? Has he really moved on? She starts stalking your socials, rereading old texts, asking her friends what they think. And all of that means one thing. She's thinking about you more than ever. That's the power of staying quiet. It's not manipulation. It's emotional gravity. You're no longer orbiting her, now she's pulled into yours. And the best part? When she finally reaches out, it won't be to test you anymore. It'll be because she needs clarity. She needs that mystery resolved. You went from predictable to powerful. And in today's world, where attention is everywhere, mystery is rare. That's why silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the confidence to let her wonder instead of chasing her validation. Part 6. When her ego starts to crack, signs she's folding. There comes a point, quietly, almost invisibly, when her ego starts to lose its grip. She was strong. She was silent. She posted her highlight reel. But now, the cracks begin to show. She starts watching your stories, first by accident, then obsessively. You get random likes from her on old posts. Maybe even a cryptic quote on her feed. She's hoping you'll take the bait. Reach out. Break first. But if you stay silent, that's when she truly starts to break. Because for the first time, she realizes this man isn't playing. He's not waiting. He's not hurting out loud. He's not crumbling without her. And that shakes her world. You were supposed to chase. You were supposed to fall apart. You were supposed to prove she still had power. But instead, you elevated. That's the moment her pride starts to panic, because now she's not just missing you. She's afraid she lost you. And when that fear settles in, you become the one in control. Not by manipulation, but by mastery. You mastered yourself. And in that mastery, you became the man she didn't know how to replace. Ending. You're not who you were, and that's why she can't stop thinking about you. By now, you've realized something powerful. This was never about making her chase. It was about you rising. You didn't go silent to hurt her. You went silent to heal you. And in that silence, you didn't just wait. You worked. You didn't sit in sorrow. You rebuilt your strength. Now she can't stop thinking about you, not because of what you said, but because of what you didn't. Not because you begged, but because you walked away with dignity. And most of all, because you became someone she doesn't recognize anymore. Someone calmer, stronger, harder to reach, and impossible to forget. And deep down, she knows, you're not the same man she left. You're the man she wishes she never lost.